Hey, welcome to Uber Grace. One of the things we find very difficult, I think, as post-Enlightenment people, to get too technical here, is that we tend to read things very, very literally. And often things that were written in ancient literature aren't meant to be taken quite so literally and scientifically as we do that today. It's just how we are today. It's just how they were then. And actually, when even we're saying, we say it's raining cats and dogs, that there literally are no cats and dogs anywhere to be seen. You know the sort of thing. Well, the way we speak often is very different. And when we write things down, people can look at it and they'll take it and go, "Ooh, does that really mean that? Did he say?" Why am I telling you that? There's a great story in Matthew's Gospel, I think it's in Mark as well, where he goes out fishing with them. They have a massive haul in, catch loads of fish, oodles of fish. And then he says to them, "I'm going to make you fishers of men." Now this has been translated, I think, maybe not wrongly, but differently. That we are going to be people who just go and catch people and bring them in to the church, and we're going to, we're going to have lots of fish brought in, but it's people, not fish. And this is what he's going to do to his disciples: is these fishermen are going to become fishers of men. Probably meant to be a little bit of a joke there in the Aramaic, but Aramaic humour, a bit like Norwegian. So we don't get it in England, is what I'm saying. Norwegian humour is very funny if you're Norwegian. Now, why am I telling you this? Waffling on about Norwegians. Well, I think there's a whole metaphor here, this beautiful poetry and metaphor and symmetry with his overall message that we generally miss. And I'm going to try and put this over to you as quickly as I can. The lake, Galilee, Sea of Galilee, Lake Galilee, big lake, very deep, full of fish. The fish are already there in the depths of the lake. All they need to do is go out, cast the net, not cast a net, just cast the net into the lake and pull in the fish, which they've been trying and didn't do. And then Jesus went out with them and they caught loads, you see. And then Jesus says, when they come out of it and they've worn out and they've chopped and done everything, made the fish fingers and everything else, he says to them that I'll make you fishers of men. Now, his overall message, which I keep banging on about, is to change the way you think, for the kingdom of God, the royal power of the universe is within you. And here we have a lake teeming with fish. And he says, if you follow me, I will make you. Now, in the modern church, we have got this slightly wrong, because we believe we have to become fishers of men as part of following Jesus, when actually it was like a promise. If you follow me, I will make you. So we turn that into a work, and we try and be fishers of men, and everyone goes out doing this, that and the other to try and pull people in, when really it's not their thing. However, even if you get that evangelical kind of ideas away from it, what he's saying is, I'll make you fishers of what is in you, of men. What is in the word is anthropos, it is mankind, humankind, man. It involves women as well, it's everybody. But he's actually saying, I'll get you to fish of what is within you if you follow me. So if you're following him, his example, what he's teaching, what he's saying, what he's doing. Remember, he was talking a lot, and we did a video a few weeks ago about his I amness. How he was saying I am, and we need to learn who our I amness, that we are the bread of life, and we are resurrection and life, and we are the gate, and all these things we are. We need to get into our I amness. He's saying, if you follow me, I will make you, I will teach you basically how to draw harvest from your life. And that's the metaphor of the lake. The fish was already in the lake. They were already there. They didn't have to get them from elsewhere to go. They just had to go and draw was in the lake out. And then he says to his disciples, who he's been telling them, change the way you think. So if you're following me, I'm going to show you how to draw and fish large numbers of fish, or what you need for your life, out of your humanity, your humanness. That's what he's saying. So different, isn't it? Don't worry if you're following him. It's nice to share your faith with people, but don't get bullied into standing on street corners and knocking on doors and grabbing everybody you can in your family and driving them crazy with your evangelism. Jesus isn't talking about that at all. He's simply saying, I'm going to show you how to draw the life and the results and the fruit and the manifestation of what you need out of your humanity. I'm going to make you a fisher of man. Different, isn't it? Yeah, I know at the end of Matthew, he says, go into all the nations, or to all the nationalities, or the ethnos, and tell them everything I've taught you. He doesn't tell this. He says, make them disciples, teaching them what I've told you. He doesn't say, put them into churches, gather them round yourself, make mega churches, do any of that, make a religion after me. He just wants everybody to know how to draw from within themselves the fish, how to harvest from the royal power of the universe within them. That is what he was all about. Wowzers. And I want to tell people that too, but I don't want to bring them into my church because I don't go to one. I don't want them to have to join something and become religious. I want them to be themselves, but know how to access the wonderful riches, incredible inheritance and power of what is within them out. That's all he ever wanted. To be fair, me too. Hey, I hope that was helpful. I hope in some ways it stirred up a few more questions than answers. But for now, I'm going to say goodbye. Please share and like and comment and ask me questions, whatever really. Let's interact, it'd be great. And I will see you in the next one. Ta-ra now, bye.